On the ground.
Stop it.
Yep, she's on the ground.
Great day.
Smiles right
This
up
is
the
such
whole
a good day. Oh my God.
Hello everyone, it's Queen VII back to you with another video. This video pertains to the recent release, celebration, and controversy surrounding the two-time Olympic champion, WNBA superstar Brittney Griner, and former Marine Paul Whelan. Brittney Griner was released a few weeks ago in an exchange for Victor Bout in a Russia-USA prison swap. Ever since I dropped the last video, the amount of misinformation and disinformation needs to be cleared up. And it is my responsibility to ensure that I bring some context into what occurred. So let's get into the misinformation and disinformation regarding this celebration. Number one, Paul Whelan is not a current military personnel. He is a former Marine Corps Reserve personnel who was dishonorably discharged for larceny and other lesser offenses after being found to have tried to steal $10,000. Back in 2019, Maria Buckner served a 15-month sentence here in the USA on charges of conspiracy to act as an agent of a foreign government after she tried to infiltrate conservative political groups, including the NRA, and promoting Russia interests. She was arrested on July 15th, 2018. Paul Whelan was arrested in December of 2018. So why didn't Donald Trump once again set up a plan to releasing Paul Whelan? And yes, Paul Whelan is a Trump supporter who pleaded with the Trump administration and the twice impeached one-term grifter Donald Trump into his release back in 2018 and 2019 and 2020. And still, the twice impeached one-term grifter did not even mention his name, not one time. Now that Brittney Griner is home, all of a sudden, Donald Trump, the twice impeached one-term grifter, is up in arms over Paul Whelan. But back in 2018, 2019, and 2020, you wouldn't even acknowledge his incarceration. And because the Biden-Harris administration got a win last week for the safe return of a fellow American who was wrongfully detained, all of a sudden, everyone has become a national security expert. Make that make sense. No one knew who Paul Whelan was until the Biden-Harris administration spoke of his name. They were in talks of getting every American who is wrongfully detained out of Russia and out of other countries. This is a marathon, not a sprint. I truly believe persons are upset with the Biden-Harris administration for having the audacity to securing the safe return of a black woman who is a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, who is a gold medalist, two-time WNBA champion, over a white man who was dishonorably discharged from the U.S. military. Now you will watch this brief news clip by Joyanne Reed, and I will be back with more commentary.
Criticizing Griner's return, claiming Paul Whelan was left behind. But they are conveniently leaving out an important fact. Whelan certainly was left behind by Donald Trump. Whelan was incarcerated in 2018 in Russia during Trump's presidency. He was, in fact, a Trump supporter. According to PBS, Whelan visited Russia often. He had a profile on Russia's equivalent of Facebook. On election night in 2016, he wrote in Russian, "Onward, President Trump." And on Inauguration Day, he wrote, "God save President Trump." In 2019, The Atlantic ran a piece on Whelan's sister. One goal in life was to get President Trump to pay attention to her brother's case. It noted that Paul Whelan used a court appearance in Moscow in 2019 to beg for Trump's assistance. Tweet your intentions, he pleaded from inside a glass cage, yet Trump stayed silent. Fast forward to Thursday, when Donald Trump Jr. joined the pylon on Twitter, saying the Biden administration was apparently worried that their DEI score would go down if they freed an American Marine, using the shorthand for diversity, equity, and inclusion, which, of course, the right hates because, black people. Elena Plott, the writer of that Atlantic piece, clapped back, tweeting, "Paul Whelan begged your father merely for a tweet about him," adding that the Trump White House did not respond to her request for comment on her story. None of this stopped Trump himself from ranting on pretend Twitter, Truth Social, why wasn't former Marine Paul Whelan included in this totally one-sided transaction? What a stupid and unpatriotic embarrassment for the USA. Okay, are we really going to pretend that Trump cares about members of the military? Mr. Bone Spurs, who called Americans who died in war losers and suckers, who ridiculed John McCain, a prisoner of war in Vietnam, saying, quote, "I like people who weren't captured," unquote, who has mocked the military his entire life. We gonna really believe he gives a damn about the military? You also have to wonder if any of these people attacking Biden even knew who Paul Whelan was. According to a 2020 New Yorker piece, Trump had raised Whelan's attention once with Putin, along with the case of Trevor Reed, another former Marine who the Biden administration helped to release earlier this year. But before yesterday's Truth Social post, Trump never mentioned Paul Whelan publicly. But you know who does? President Biden, each and every time, as did Griner's wife, Sherelle Griner, on the day that Brittney flew back home. As all that Trump did, meanwhile, was just ignore him and leave the former Marine behind.
I want Paul Whelan home just like every other American. However, it takes a process. And if we can get as much Americans home as possible, I will take that. A win is a win. We will not dismiss the contribution of Brittney Griner because persons are in their feelings, because the twice impeached one-term grifter loser Donald Trump was not doing his job as president to ensuring the return of American citizens who are wrongfully being detained overseas. Now you will watch these two brief clips of rapper Plies and another man coming to the same conclusion about the Brittney Griner exchange and Paul Whelan remaining overseas for now. And I will be back with my final commentary.
I'm gonna just keep it pushing. But you know, I just talked to my cousin about the whole little Brittney Griner thing. And you know the first thing he motherfucking said to me? Damn, bro, that fucked up. They love Paul. I said, what? That fucked up. They love Paul, bro. They ain't have to leave Paul behind like that. I said, bitch, do you know Paul? Bitch, do you know Paul? Bitch, you talking like you know Paul. Damn, bro, that fucked up. They ain't have to leave Paul behind. And I don't want nobody to be goddamn left behind. But just like I told him, why the fuck you can't be happy for Brittney now, and we can be motherfucking happy when Paul get out. We can be motherfucking happy twice. You scared to be motherfucking happy twice? Now all of a sudden it's about motherfucking Paul. It's fucked up, bro. They love Paul behind. Like you motherfucking know Paul. You ain't saw Paul now, motherfucking letter. No motherfucking canteen or nothing. But now all of a sudden you team motherfucking Paul just so you can motherfucking low-key hate on motherfucking somebody else. Motherfucking left Paul behind. All the motherfucking children get left behind in the motherfucking inner city. Left behind in education. All this. You don't motherfucking care about them getting left behind. But now all of a sudden, so you can motherfucking low-key hate on motherfucking Brittney. It's, they ain't have to leave Paul behind like that. You want motherfucking Paul to come home. You know what you can motherfucking do? Go run for motherfucking president. You don't bring motherfucking Paul home. You bring whoever you want to. Motherfucker always trying to tell somebody else how to do their motherfucking job, but don't want nobody to tell them how to do their motherfucking job. Motherfucking fuck that, they left Paul behind. Now all of a sudden you motherfucking team like you know motherfucking Paul. I want motherfucking Paul to come home just like I wanted motherfucking Brittney to come home. Why you can't motherfucking be happy twice? Be happy for motherfucking Brittney now, and we can be motherfucking happy when Paul motherfucking get out. Try to act like you team motherfucking Paul just to motherfucking low-key hate on Brittney.
DOD, the VA, says he's not a veteran. Your opinion on whether he's a veteran does not matter. He was dishonorably discharged. So, of course, America doesn't care about him anymore. He has dual citizenship in 5 different countries. Russia said he was a spy. America said he was probably a spy. So his ass is rotting away in Russian prison. Your true colors are really showing because a lot of you are just in an uproar that they traded a black woman for the arms dealer over the white disgraced U.S. Marine. Get a life, people.
This is a win for America. So it baffles the mind into why persons are upset that Brittney is home. Had the twice impeached one-term grifter set a deal in which Maria Butina, who was released back in 2019 for Paul Whelan, maybe Paul Whelan would have been home in 2022, but he's not. We need to stop moving the goalposts because it's the Biden-Harris administration. As I said in my previous video, God forbid had anything happened to Brittney, everybody and their mama would have said, why didn't they take the deal? I will end it with this. Brittney is home. Bring Paul Whelan home and bring Americans who are wrongfully detained overseas home. I thank you for watching. Please be safe out here, and I will see you in the next video.